The NBA free agency of 2019 is in its full effect. We already have a lot of signings, trades, big contracts, and the best part is, it's just gonna get more interesting in the next few days. There are still some big pieces to fall. Kawhi Leonard, DeMarcus Cousins. I gave you my predictions for the free agency, all the sports networks gave you theirs, and for the most part, or at least some part, the 2019 NBA free agency has played out how it was supposed to play out. But there are a couple of very unexpected moves that happened, so let's talk about them. Hey guys, Purple Prince here, and let's not waste any more time. Let's get into the moves. First, we can get the elephant out of the way. D'Angelo Russell got traded to the Golden State Warriors. How the hell did that just happen? Before the official start of free agency, we heard that if the Nets don't sign Kyrie, D'Angelo might come back to Brooklyn. We heard that there is a strong interest from the Los Angeles Lakers. Heck, we even heard the Minnesota Timberwolves are practically ready to sign him. But in one of the most unexpected moves of the day, D'Angelo Russell is now a Golden State Warrior. Wow. Kevin Durant left, Klay Thompson will be out for at least the most part of the next NBA season, so I guess the Warriors had to make a move. But this one? I don't know how it pans out. How do they work together? Sure, for most of this year Klay is going to be out, so you can pair Russell and Steph in theory, and with Durant as another ball handler going to the Nets, is it nice to have another ball handler besides Steph Curry? I guess. But when Klay comes back, what then? Who's gonna take the small forward spot? I guess there is no other real option besides Klay, but will he? Will Russell come off the bench? But you don't usually give bench players a max contract. It should work fine until March-April when Klay comes back, and then the real magic will happen. How will it work? Anyway, this was one hell of a move I think nobody of us expected. The second one I'm just gonna mention. Kemba Walker to the Boston Celtics. And I know this is not as unexpected because for the last 5 days or so we've been hearing that it's about to be done as soon as free agency starts. The question for me is, what happened to Charlotte? If you go back to the reports like 2 weeks ago, you can read that Charlotte wanted Kemba to stay. They were even thinking about giving him the Supermax at least for a moment. There was your casual New York Knicks possibility, but nothing serious. Kemba himself stated that he wants to be in Charlotte, and his teammate even started raising funds to keep Kemba in Charlotte. So what really happened? Did he suddenly notice that Charlotte most likely isn't anywhere close to winning? Did he feel lowballed by the offer from Charlotte? The move to the Celtics isn't unexpected because for the last few days we've already been talking about it, but if you go back further in time and listen to the initial reports, it is definitely somewhat unexpected. Speaking of the Celtics, what happened to Al Horford? Everybody loved him there. Al loved being there. He even waived his player option to discuss a long-term contract in Boston. But suddenly everything fell apart, and now Al Horford is a member of the Philadelphia 76ers. Yes, you heard me right. He is the new member of the Philadelphia 76ers. But wait, mister, don't they already have a center in Joel Embiid? That's right, my misterettes. They do have a center in Joel Embiid, a franchise-changing center, a once-in-a-lifetime type of franchise player. That's what makes this move so unexpected. In theory, they didn't really need a center, but you know Joel Embiid probably won't play the whole season, so there's a filler there, and I guess the plan is for Al Horford to play alongside Joel Embiid at the 4 spot. How will that work? I guess it should be okay. Horford has never been gunning for shots, he's a wise offensive player and a great locker room leader. From the defensive perspective, it looks great. How will it pan out in reality? We'll see as soon as the next season starts, but strictly as a move, this was very unexpected. Let's move to New York. Okay, no, let's move to Brooklyn first. Brooklyn totally wants to win a championship now. They signed Kyrie, they signed KD, and in a bit of unexpected move, they signed DeAndre Jordan. Jordan was linked to the Lakers, Clippers, even the Knicks, but I guess they really wanted him in Brooklyn. Kevin Durant wanted him in Brooklyn, but still this move is unexpected. Because the Brooklyn Nets already have Jared Allen, who in my opinion is already better than DeAndre Jordan at this point. You definitely can't put Jordan or Allen at the 4, especially in this day's NBA with a lot of stretch 4s because not one of them can shoot. Jordan brings that veteran presence, but what do they do with Allen? Why should he want to come off the bench after such a good season with the Nets? A lot of unanswered questions. Back to New York Knicks then. Instead of just calling one move unexpected, I can call the whole free agency of theirs unexpected. Well, to be honest, I guess everyone expected them to mess up again, but for the people who don't know the Knicks as well, I guess it was unexpected. Before the free agency, they were linked to KD, Kyrie, D'Angelo, Kemba, Jimmy Butler, DeMarcus Cousins, pretty much every big free agent out there. And they wound up with what? A report that Knicks were hesitant to pay KD max money because they were afraid of his injury. And yet, they signed 3 power forwards for a total salary of $114 million when they have their own power forward coming off his rookie year in Kevin Knox. I can't believe it! Yeah, I know, Stephen A does it better, but what the hell? How do you wind up with Taj Gibson, Bobby Portis, and Julius Randle when for the whole year you've been linked to these top free agents? Julius Randle is very good, but this is unbelievable. I guess we can't use the word unexpected anymore when we talk about the New York Knicks. It should be called more like Knickspected, because this is just out of this world. For the whole year they've been doing the work to get the top free agents. They trade away their only star in Porzingis, they lose out on Zion Williamson in the draft, and they don't get any of even the tier 2 free agents? I mean, you just can't make this up. It's so unbelievable. Give me a live cam of Knicks fan reaction, please. And the last team on this list is the New Orleans Pelicans, and pretty much everything they do. When they hired David Griffin, I guess we should have known by then that this team will finally be constructed the right way. But with Anthony Davis not being there, I naturally expected them to move on from this whole situation, rebuild for a couple of years, get the young ex-Lakers going, but boy, they do want to win now, don't they? They signed JJ Redick, Derek Favors, they got this good player from EuroLeague, Nicolo Melli, so now they have a quality team. They have a bunch of young players, some proven veteran contributors, and oh yeah, don't forget about Zion Williamson. Suddenly, their team looks very intriguing. From a possible disaster without Anthony Davis and a rebuild, they've built a playoff contender in my eyes. That's quite a nice turnaround in a couple of months David Griffin has been there. Great job. Thanks for watching, guys. I know you've been following the NBA world as well, so please add any moves you think were unexpected in the comments. What are your thoughts on the NBA free agency so far, and what should we expect in the next few days? Please share your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to drop a like on this video. Also, consider subscribing to my channel if you enjoy the content. It would mean a lot to me. Thanks for everything. This is Purple Prince, and I'm out.
Somehow, some way, I'm just trying to hold it together, Lifelong Knicks fan. Years of mediocrity. I thought this was going to be it, at least weeks ago.